Alrighty, this is for the Edix multifunctional facial skincare device, and it is quite a cool, interesting device. I've never tried anything like this before. It's supposed to be very good for blackheads and clearing out your pores, and it comes with the device itself and these different attachments. There's various attachments depending upon what you need to do, like I guess for smaller pores that you really want to, that you see are clogged and smaller blackheads, you can use a smaller adapter here for focused, focus suction, and then for overall facial care, you can use like the wider ones for your face. And they come with replacement filters because it has to have a little filter in there. And you put this one, you put this at the very inside of the base after you take out the little attachment here. And the filter goes on the bottom there, on the inside, as you can see. And it comes with extra little plastic gaskets here as well. And it comes with one of these and one filter already pre-installed. So you're pretty much all set when you have it. And all you have to do is add your suction adapter here and turn it on. Here we are. Let's hold it on here. And I'm going to put it at the strongest suction. Alrighty, and here we go. Let's check it out. Now, I kind of already started just to test it out. And what I did is I found the focused area I wanted to try on. Let's see here. Here we go. Oops. Let's see if I can focus on it. Alright, so let me try this out. And I'm moving it from side to side to try to clear out the entire blackhead. Here. Probably will help if I use my left hand to record and use the right hand to use this. Alright, and as you can see, moving it side to side, really focus it out of there. See here. See, it took it out right away. And as for the stronger, like harder blackheads, I did make sure I have it on the maximum. Oh, I just turned it off. Put it to the maximum level. And on these, on the other features, I'm still playing around with. They have one for heat, and then the green one, I have to read the manual again, it has different, the blue light, it has different colors for different reasons. It's all listed inside the manual. I'm just trying to see what the actual difference is from one versus the other. And as you can see, it is pulling out more now. Oh dear. Where have you back been going? Well, it's really, after I change it to this light, it's really, as you can see, this is no magic trick. It really is pulling out more. I wonder why the different light, because it's coming out now a lot easier than it was before, versus having no light. You can see it. You can see it coming out. Wow. Where have you been? This is a lot of stuff. How does it feel?
It's good.
And you shouldn't, like, typically, especially if you have it in your face, don't have it focus in the same spot for a long time. This, of course, is his back, so we can afford a little extra concentrated suction, but as you can see, it looks like a worm coming out, honestly. But it's still going at it. I'm just, wiggling it side to side to try to help maneuver that to come out. Oh wow, and I think it's still going, so let's try a little bit more side to side action here, see if it comes out. Or I can hold it there for a second. As you can see. And a lot of times, sometimes you have these pores are very wide, and they end up being basically like storage banks for whatever this is. Oh my goodness gracious. There's no way I can CGI this video. This is real stuff, people. So, as you can see it go and go. And it's still going. Sometimes if you hit that one spot, it still keeps on pressing into it. And you can see as you press in a certain way, it really helps eject more of that. What is that stuff anyway, I wonder? It's the closest thing I can think of is calling it toe jam, but it's in the pore, so we can't call it toe jam. And more than just one of those pore extractor utensils, those stainless steel utensils, this seems to do a whole lot more with taking more out, because usually I wouldn't get this much out of it at one time. Plus, those sometimes are very abrasive to the skin. This actually extracts what you want to extract without, harming or irritating the skin. It does leave you a little suction mark, but you're not kind of like digging and irritating or possibly scarring the skin underneath. This you can just kind of pressing into it side to side to try to get as much as physically possible. Just forgive the focus, I just had to press it a couple of times back and forth. And let's see if we're almost done yet. My wrist is getting kind of tired. But this actually is a lot easier on your wrist as well, because those other tools are sometimes hard to use. And this is just moving it from side to side. It's easier on the back and easier on your hands actually. Alright, let's see if, is that it? Oh yeah, wow, what the heck? Okay, so let's turn this off and kind of inspect. Let's get our subject's expression in regards to this. Take a look. And there's still part of it still here.
Wow, that's quite a bit.
That is quite. Is that more
That's
than
more than we usually dig out of my back with the little tools.
with the metal tools, right?
It's a whole lot or more.
What is it?
It's probably fat deposit or.
I don't think it's fat deposit.
Pore.
Now, like I said, experiment with the different settings. It's got. Let's try this again. Let's put it back to the maximum. So, with the different settings to see what works best for you. Because like I said, reading it wasn't really too clear though in the manual. But I have this one. I'm pressing this button that turns off the light. Here's a red light. So let's try the red light now. It's kind of really bright. Any more coming out? It's really hard to see. I know. Oops. Okay, well that cut it off. Let's try. What's the M for? I don't know. Oh, the M. Okay, cooling. Nothing, and then heat. So let's try that with the green light, because I think we had the best luck with the green light. Oops. Cooling and heat. Let's try that. Oh, I do see something peeking. Yeah, the green, for some reason, when I had the green one, it just like really, as you can see, a little bit more is coming out now. See? I haven't tried this. I did try this on the nose before. I didn't really see anything going on with blackheads in the nose, but this seems to be working in this way. See, as you can see, even more is coming out. Oh dear. And it comes with its own charging cable, which is, something I even like even more about this, because no batteries needed. It's just completely USB chargeable, so plug it into USB port, let it charge. I would say let it charge either overnight or just for like maybe 2 hours. Wow, more is coming out, that's for sure. I have never ever, this thing really does work well because I have never been able to extract this much this quickly and this easily, especially without irritating the skin. Let's see, put your good angle on there. I'm going to continue this for a while and finish up, and then we'll see what the output is. Okay, as you were saying?
That's a lot of crud that came out of it.
See, it still has a bit, of course, you can still see the the blackhead on there. But it is much more flat than it was before. It was actually bumpy before, and it feels rather flat. I might want to try a little bit more. It does leave a little bit of a red mark from the suction, but it's much better. It doesn't, you can see, like when I use the metal blackhead attachment, it usually leaves this very raw and red, and this one actually doesn't do anything to the skin. It doesn't make it leave any abrasion. And what do you got there?
That's a gunk that came out.
Let me see. Well, your flash is kind of giving me too much of a light here. Let's take a look here. Let me give me that. Yeah. So here go. All that stuff there. And of course, you just clean that soap and water. Make sure it's not on the device, because you don't want any water getting into that device. And let's see here. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Here we go. So we'll just give this a rinse off, clean it up, and then let's take a look at the filter. The stuff that came in there. See, and this is where you would attach the little black, that's like a gasket, right? Right? The little black band?
Yeah, it's a little gasket to hold the plastic tip in.
And that's, of course, the filter used. I guess that helps it from getting into the device. And really, I mean, you can see right there, it is very, very useful. I said experiment with using the different attachments. And you get all the parts you could possibly need. All the way like replacement parts, replacement filters. And what do you think this black piece is too? This black little round piece. It's mixed in there with the filters. That hard black piece.
Hard black piece. I don't see anything that's hard black piece.
No, I'm sorry, the hard white piece. It's hard. This piece right here. It's not like the filters. It's actually hard.
This one?
Yeah.
That probably goes on the tip of that.
Yeah, maybe. It has a bunch of different like replacement parts. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think? So yeah, definitely. What do you think? A winner?
Yeah, you've never gotten that much junk out of it. I don't know.
Yeah, using the manual tools, it takes a lot longer, and it's much more efficient, and I think much more safer on the skin to use something like this versus.
This probably goes in here somewhere.
I don't know. There was a here. Let me see.
I don't want to put it in because it has gunk in it.
It was this little piece right here. Yeah, we gotta clean that up. But this little piece, I'm not too sure where this goes. Alrighty, so like I said, definitely try it out. Have a little bit more patience than I did when reading the instructions, because it has a lot of information on there. Here's the cable, perfect for recharging on any USB power adapter. And yeah, the instructions, I think they're worded kind of oddly. I mean, you can tell that there's a language barrier when it comes to the way the instructions were written. But it's pretty self-explanatory. It tells you what different ones you can use for the, with different lights. But it all comes to experimenting with your skin and your skin type and the degree of which the pore is clogged and whatnot. But as you can see, proof is in the pudding. Although, yeah, that looked like pudding coming out now. But check it out. Definitely better than using some of the other tools that can sometimes irritate your skin. Alrighty.
So one thing we forgot to mention is on the bottom of the unit, there's this little plastic piece that comes off. You have like a metal piece here.
It's like a little plate.
Like, it's like a plate, yeah. And you push this button right here, and you got that little sun-looking symbol. And what it does is it starts warming up the plate. So if you have a pore that's like closed, warm water is good for opening up pores. Well, this warms up the surface of the skin. I can feel it already getting hot. It's getting warm. It's not like to the point where it hurts, but it's really warm. Alright, and then you push the button again, and you get the little snowflake symbol. So you get the little snowflake symbol, and what it does, it starts to cool it. I don't know how it cools it, but it does cool it enough to where it's comfortable to the skin. Right now it's still warm because it was in the heat. I'm waiting a couple of seconds. Okay, so already it started to cool down. Right now it's about 70. Yeah, it's about 70 degrees somehow. I don't know how it does it.
That's pretty cool though.
It's about 70 degrees. 70, 72 degrees. Against my skin, which is it's a lot cooler than the average, skin temperature of a human. I think we're like 86 in the skin. A couple of degrees later than this internally, but yeah, it feels cool. I would say like 70 degrees, so 75 degrees. It's pretty cool.
So the warm can help open up the pores, but the cool can help
close the pore or soothe the pore after you've been digging at a certain problem area for a while or something.
And definitely do, when you do use the suction feature, definitely do a little bit at a time. I kind of went a bit long on there, which is not too good, but do it incrementally.
This would be good for like around the eye sockets. When women have like the eye sockets, they put the little cooling things on
the cold plate. This would be good for the eye sockets.
Yeah, this would be good to rub against your eyes.
Yeah, don't use the suction part
around the sides of your eyes to tighten up the skin. Yeah, it's cool. It feels pretty cold. I would say like, definitely cooler than 80 degrees, but I don't know if it's quite 70. It might be. I would say like 72, 70 degrees around there. It's pretty cool. And that was it. Cool stuff.